When I say, let's put together a budget, you're probably thinking, no thank you. For most people, it's not fun. I want to change it. We're going to change it with some language first. So instead of calling it a budget, let's call it a spending plan, because everybody loves spending money, right? For the most part. Hey, I'm Manny Apollonio. I'm a certified financial planner and a financial life coach. In this video, I'm going to help you put together a Google Sheet with your spending plan. Putting together a spending plan is beneficial for a number of reasons. One, it helps you organize all of the different expenses that you incur in a month in one place. So you're able to look at them and maybe even record them over time so you can see if there are trends. Number two, it is just a great practice to know if there are opportunities for you to cut back in certain categories so you can increase your savings. If you have a big expense coming up, like a new car payment, or you want to increase savings for something big like a home, then you'll want to put together a budget so you can be kind of more organized when you decide how much you want to put away or how much you can even afford to put away. Every client that I work with has to put together some version of this. Either they're putting it together themselves or I'm helping them do it. We do it in real time together, but it's a great tool and it's a necessary tool for financial planning because it helps us build out the financial plan. One, it helps us determine things like cash flow and how much we need to be saving in an emergency fund, for example. So it's an all-around great financial planning tool. I love Google Sheets for a few reasons. One, it continuously saves your work as you are working on it. Two, it's shareable. So you can share this with your spouse or your partner that you live with if you're cohabitating together and sharing expenses. You can also share this with your financial planner, and this is like my preferred method of sharing this information with clients. If you have like any questions about the formulas, you can pause it, go back, rewatch it. This is super simple and there's more than one way to do this. This is the way I like to do it because I think it keeps it pretty simple. So let's get started. You're going to jump into Google Sheets here and you're going to first change the title of your document. So I am going to give it today's date and I'm going to call it spending plan, and I'm going to add it to my favorites by giving it a little star. I'm going to type in here monthly household spending plan, and I'm going to go down 2 cells and I'm going to write income, and I'm going to go 1 over and 1 up, and we're going to call this monthly. Okay, now I'm going to type net income here, and net income, if you remember, is your income after your deductions and income taxes have been paid. Net income is like what ends up in your bank account. So let's say that this person is after everything is paid in terms of income taxes and deductions, they've got like $6,000 that comes to them. This person gets paid once a month, but if you get paid every 2 weeks, then just add it all up and then put in a monthly number. Then you saw what I did there. I went here and I turned it into a $sign, and I don't care much for the cents. So we'll press this one over here twice to get rid of that. Let's actually make sure that we did it for the whole thing. Okay, now let's type in total and then we'll equal sign this number, okay? And then we'll go down to, and this time we'll do savings, and let's say that this person is committing $100 a month. And you'll see now that I've entered a negative number, and that's because it's going to take away from the $6,000, right? Same thing again, you're gonna press equal sign and then this number here. This will make sense in just a second, but stay with me here. Okay, so now you're gonna make a list of your needs, and I'm just gonna run down the needs for this person. Again, I'm gonna name the category, which is groceries. And this person spends about $400 a month on groceries. Child care, they spend $1,200. Pet care and pet food, that is $200. Oh, you see how I can't see the rest of food? What I do is I just go up to the column here and then drag that over, and then that gives me more viewing space for that particular cell. Now I go to rent and we'll do 2,000, and we'll do renter's insurance. You know, as I go down this list, you know, some of these might not apply to you, but majority of them should. Electricity, and you can decide for yourself. That's the beauty of using like a spreadsheet spreadsheet like this is you can customize it, make it work for you. $120 for those. And see, again, I can't see the rest of that cell, so I can just drag that over and now I can see it. They pay for internet, and that's $70 a month. Pay for a mobile phone, and that's $100 a month. They have a car payment, and that is $400 a month. They have car insurance, and that's $80 a month. They have car fuel, so this is gasoline they use to fill up their tank once a month, and they spend $100 on that. Next, they have car tolls. Maybe they live here in the Bay Area and have to cross the Bay Bridge or the Golden Gate Bridge 2 times a month. That's $20. Car parking. Let's see what else. Public transportation. Okay, so this person has a car and they take public transit, and sometimes they even take Uber and Lyft. Is that discretionary? Is it not discretionary? For now, let's put down yes. Health care and co-pays, and maybe they take medications, and that's $20. You're gonna here add it up, so you're gonna press again, do equal sign, type in SUM. You'll see this huge list of formulas. Go ahead and pick the one up at the top here, and then you can customize this range. Right? So right now it's going B13 to B29. So if I go back to the cell that I want to change, the formula is actually up here, right? So I can change which cells I want to capture. Just for the sake of like the example, I'm going to change this to 29 so that you can see how it changed. See that? So it's one less cell selected at the bottom there. All right, so now let's move down the list, and again, let's give ourselves some space, and I'm going to put down wants or discretionary spending. And okay, so let's say that this person goes to the gym and they spend $100 a month. They go out to dine and they spend $400 a month. Sometimes they buy lunch, and that's $200 a month. Coffee, that's $120. Entertainment, maybe that's $30. Maybe they're going to the movies or something. And then we have this long list of subscriptions. People find some savings here, right? Because they don't realize how many of these like recurring expenses are showing up. The way you find out where the money is going is you do it the old-fashioned way. You look at your statements. It's really easy for us, if you're using like online banking, to just look at that recent transactions page, and that's helpful, sure. But to do this kind of well, I recommend that you go to your bank or your credit card and get that statement, and get like 3 months worth of statements, and just try to find like trends. Like, what am I constantly spending money on? And if you spend $100 one month, $120 another month, and then $90 another month, just add that all up, divide it by 3, and that gives you your average for the last 3 months. And that's the number you should pop into here. Going down the list, they have streaming and $20. And again, I'm gonna add up, total all of that equals sum, parentheses. And then in this case, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to start at the top and then drag it all the way down to the bottom. And then I'm going to do a close parentheses there. Okay, so now I have all of my income, my savings, my needs and wants. Let's do this. We'll give this a little bold to make it a little here, bold there. Let's clean this up so that it matches. Non-discretionary. Now I want us to add up all of these 4 numbers on the side, right? Because we have a total number for each income, for savings, or needs and wants. So add up all of these, and we're gonna do that same thing. You're just gonna go total over here, right? Because I'm going to total those numbers. So sum and open parentheses and start up here, 6,000 by 100, scroll down. Okay, those are the numbers I want to add up. After all of the savings, the needs, and the wants, this person ends up with $20 extra. That $20 extra could go towards savings, I don't know, whatever they want to spend it on. But this is how you put together a spending plan. Now, there's like a whole other video where we go in and we analyze it, but the first step is just building it out. that's what we've done here. In another video, we'll talk about how we can make tweaks to this spending plan so that we can maybe increase savings if that's what this client wants to do. And if that's the case, we'll have to be looking at some of those discretionary items that this person is spending money on, and that might require some lifestyle changes. Hopefully you've learned something today. If you enjoyed what I shared with you, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to receive more of these tips, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button below. You'll get more of these and other videos in your inbox as they get uploaded. I'm really happy you are here, and I hope that I get to see you again next time. Bye!